of Jonoman versus Wallace. In the top left, Wallace is the teal Protoss. And in the bottom right, Jonoman is purple. This is, in fact, the third, fourth place match. Whoa. He's not purple. Technics is purple. I am so colorblind. I look down on the mini-map at the bottom right, and I'm like, okay, bottom right player is purple. And that's not close to purple. That's brown. Huh. That's a little bit disturbing. Alright. Alright, that's fine. I actually am a little bit colorblind. Not in the traditional sense, and I'm pretty sure it's not medical, but I can't tell the difference between pink and purple. Like, very light pink or very dark purple is fine, but there's a gray area where I cannot tell whether it is pink or purple. I'm not even sure if that's colorblindness or me just not knowing colors. One of the two. That's fine. It's cool. I didn't go to kindergarten. Fun fact about Hacklebeast, he skipped kindergarten. So I don't know colors. Or how to count. That's going to be that should be my excuse. For any time I don't do the colors or count wrong, it's like, well, I didn't go to kindergarten. I didn't learn that. Stop making fun of my learning disability, everybody. God. Dude, I'm totally doing that. Totally doing that. Alright. So, Jonoman, Jonoman with the 12 necks. Pretty solid here. Wallace is going to be scouting it out. It is cross positions, so he has a little bit of time before Wallace realizes what's going on. It's going to be a little bit too late. Yeah, a little bit too late for Wallace to throw down a second gateway in response. Had Wallace scouted it out first, and Jonoman gotten unlucky like that, then it's possible. Alright. So, getting scout out, we're going to go sail style here, with the two. It's really not sail style, it's frozen style. We'll call it sail style for now. I'm going with the two gateways. The other option Jonoman could have done was go for faster cannons, where if you go faster cannons, you are a little bit safer, but you don't get that nice 5 zealot attack. So it's a little bit of risk reward there. Jonoman feeling that he doesn't need to worry about super fast DTs, and does not need to worry about being absolutely overwhelmed by Wallace here, as Wallace did not scout it out first. So it's unlikely he threw down gateways in response. Dual Wallace coming down, trying to make something happen, though. We have a Manor Pylon at the front, but that's going to be a very nice Manor Pylon. Distractionary in the highest regard, in that the Zealot's not even close to defending these probes. One of them goes down, almost loses a second one, but not quite, as the probes retreat. And it looks like this pylon's going to be sticking up for a little while longer. It's doing a pretty good job getting 2 probes to go behind. It's a decently effective Manor Pylon here, and ooh, just missing out on that probe. Only needed 1 more hit. So Wallace has 1 kill. There's 2 kills. And is he going to get his 3rd kill? Wow. I didn't even notice the double Manor Pylon. Wallace Manor Pyloning all over the place here. And lost 1 of his zealots, but the second zealot here comes in, immediately picks up 2 more probe kills, 3 probe kills. That's a total of 5 probes lost. And the 12 necks is not that drastic of an economic advantage. So Wallace is actually starting to close the gap. Not quite 6. He's getting really close, though. Like, with that 6th one, he might be even in terms of economy. Alright. Man, 5 kill Zealot. So 5 plus the 2, that's 7 kills, 8 kills now. Man, Jonoman's hurting. Just look at that probe saturation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7 probes, and he has probes going in the back. Jonoman's economy right now, horrible. He doesn't even have a chance to get off his 5 Zealot attack. It looks like he stopped Zealot production, because he doesn't have the money. He just needs to throw down some cannons. Wallace has the Dragoons up, so has the Cyber Core. What kind of tech is he going for? He's going for Robo. So can try to bust the front with some Reavers. Also necessary to get that Observatory out in case your opponent's going DTs, as that is a common follow-up to the 12 necks. We still do have a probe here. Like, that's not a man or gas, is it? Couldn't possibly be a man or gas, right? Right? That's a man or gas. Why are you man or gassing him, Wallace? Wallace is just... like, he really hates Jonoman at this point. Double Manor Pylon and Manor Gas in a PvP. Well, it certainly is going to be quite a while before... well, not really. Not really, because he got his other gas up here. So, yeah. Both of the Manor Pylons worked out. I think they definitely served their 200 minerals worth. Manor Gas, I don't think Wallace thought that one all the way through. I don't think he quite thought it through. Alright. So, gateway number 3. And we did go Reaver first, with the Observatory coming up just now. Pick up the Reaver. Presumably he started all of his Scarabs, so they'll be done by the time he gets over there. And yeah, this might be rather hard for Wallace to hold off right here. It's going to be 50 supply compared to 50. That's a little bit surprising. Jonoman really has been punching out those probes, and you can see his saturation is back up to normal numbers after losing 8. But... is it going to be enough? Is it going to be enough? Wallace has more of a supply in his army than Jonoman does, but at the same time, Jonoman has 5 cannons, and 5 cannons can be quite the deterrent. Even with a Reaver. Even with a Reaver, it's not a guarantee that the Reaver acts correctly. And if it makes one mistake, steps a little bit too close, one step farther than it needs to attack the cannons, all 4 cannons will open fire. Ooh, but instead, Wallace not even going to bother to try to bust the front. He is just going to elevator in his army. An interesting tactic, but the Reaver, it's trying to be sniped. Wallace picks it back up, tries to get it to a little bit safer of a location. Man, but Jonoman has gotten this at just the right time. He has forced the Reaver onto the low ground so it cannot be saved. But most of Wallace's army is up here and unable to help out in the fight. Wallace should have been able to win that fight easily, but Jonoman jumped in just the right time. And now Wallace has to wait for a new shuttle and a new Reaver. He certainly can't do anything more with this attack, as it's all down and he can't bust the front with his Dragoons. That was a brilliant, brilliant move by Jonoman to cut it off at the pass there after the Reaver had come down. There was a little bit of luck. You didn't know exactly what Wallace had. Excuse me, he didn't know exactly what Wallace had coming down, and it's possible the Reaver could have been on the high ground, could start attacking the cannons, and Jonoman still would have been in a bit of a hard spot. But man, it worked out brilliantly for him, and all of a sudden, Jonoman's in a very nice position. As Wallace isn't even thinking about expanding, he really just wants to go for the jugular here. But can he? God, I hate that dog. So much. No, seriously, you guys. Seriously. Wallace now starting to very severely fall behind in supply, down to 20, or up to 20, depending on your perspective. Do have +1 from Jonoman, getting used to that forge. Citadel, most likely for Zealot leg speed, I think, rather than Templar. Templars do not seem like the correct option at this point. Wallace is going to be expanding. I wish I had abducted that dog. Because if I had abducted that dog, that means I could unabduct him. I.e. put him over the fence and let the coyotes eat him. Because we have coyotes out here. And that dog is the perfect size to be devoured by a coyote. I hope everybody knows what a coyote is. Somehow it wouldn't surprise me if people from the Czech Republic don't know what a coyote is. Not to call you out, Stratos, realizing that there's probably only one person in my chat from the Czech Republic, but you know, just some Eastern European country. I wouldn't be entirely surprising if it's not exactly known what a coyote is. Like, I'm sure you have animals I'm not aware of. So Wallace is going to have another chance to bust here before Jonoman gets his Reavers out, but Jonoman, all he needs to do is just stall a little bit, not let the Reaver completely destroy everything, and everything will be fine. Oh yeah, Wile E. Coyote. That's how you all know what a coyote is. Okay, yeah, coyotes look like that, but less cartoonish. Pretty much. Like, Roadrunners do not look like Roadrunner at all, but coyotes kind of do look. The coyote does kind of look like a coyote. Ooh, that was a nice one. Getting the Reaver and 3 Dragoons. I'm not doing too much damage to the Dragoons. Well, Jonoman has his Reaver out now, so Wallace really can't get too many more shots off with his own, just because that Reaver will be able to get the snipe off. Ooh. But nice move there. Jonoman now returning the favor, attacking the Dragoons a little bit. And he's just going to put some shots on target, soften them up a little bit, doing some good. Oh. I was gonna say, that Reaver was demonstrating its sick moves. Never before have you seen a Reaver move so fast. That turning? Never before. It has, like, clearly the Reaver just has, like, terrible acceleration, but awesome torque. It's just like, boom, spins. It's actually, the Reaver is mounted on a Lazy Susan, and just, like, spins for free. Alright. So Jonoman's going for the bust here. Wallace does have a really nice arc, but Jonoman, with that speed lot advantage, they're small, but they cannot be ignored, and they're not even clumping up enough for the Reaver to really do too much damage from them. They're distracting the Reaver shots, and those Zealots are just doing so much. They're trickling in. Jonoman, either purposely or not on purposely, with that trickle, is just so hard for Wallace to deal with, and really distracting an absolute maximum amount of fire from both Dragoons and Reavers. And Jonoman will be able to bust out, keeping his economy intact. Now Wallace is trying to get up a third base. So Wallace is trying to flip the script on this one and take an economic advantage of his own. But he's down by 40 supply. So, yeah. Yeah. This might be a little difficult for Wallace here. Turns out Jonoman did get Templar. I did not think he'd be going for Templar, but the game has progressed a little bit since I first said that, so it makes sense now. Random line of pylon? I like this. I like this, like, the step ladder of pylons. And then, like, if you count in these buildings and these gateways, it's kind of like adding extra layers to the step ladder. Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay. Wallace, like, during that attack, apparently that Reaver was slow walking, like, here. And it just finally got there now. Like, hey, guys. What's going on? Did we change colors, you guys? Should I go and paint brown stripes on myself? Guys? Guys, why are you shooting me? Oh, God! And then he died. That's exactly what happened. That Reaver would have been really helpful right now. Wallace is getting out another Reaver. It's wiggling its way forward, but I don't think it's going to be there in time. as Jonoman's going to be able to very easily push up this ramp with so many speed lots. Once again, overwhelming number of speed lots. Well, the Dragoons did pull back. They're leaving the third base to be destroyed, but by pulling back, they do get the advantage of the Reaver, have a little bit better of a defensive position, even get a little bit of cannon action in there. Maybe that will help. Maybe Wallace can hold, but it's not looking good. He's not doing any damage to the Reavers. No damage to... That's a lot of High Templar. That's a lot of High Templar. Oh no. Oh, Wallace. Wallace, this is bad. I mean, this is becoming a hidden base now, but it's not very well hidden. Not going to take Jonoman a very long time to get it. Ouch. I guess those were all the probes here. I thought for a second that he might have like walked a Templar down to add to that by storming here, but nah. I think it's just he got all the probes. The Archon probably. Nope, not the Archon. Alright. GG from Wallace. Jonoman, he's looking pretty solid. Up 2-0 now. Only needs one more game to take third place in the ASL and win $50. Oh, shit.